get it. Let's 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 get it. Dicks and stoners. What's up? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Dicks and stoners. You gotta come back on the podcast too, Kim. You definitely gotta come join it again. Get it. Let's get it. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's good? What's good? What's poppin'? What's poppin', man? Welcome to the
Hello, hello,
pod.
how are you?
I was about to say tell everybody your name and everything. We get it poppin'.
This your girl, Lady Love. Y'all can follow me at
Fair,
803 Lady
fair,
Love
fair.
on
So why you feel
Instagram.
like a lot of people celebrate celebrities though? Right, too.
Dang, we jumping straight into it. Okay, you
Yeah,
said why do
because a
I
lot of
feel
people,
that people?
yeah, because
Why do people
a
celebrate
lot of people be like,
celebrities?
I don't like that celebrity or that famous person or whatever the case may be. And I be like, how the fuck you know him or something, whatever. But yeah, like, why you think that?
I just think it's well. I kind of spoke on this earlier. I just think it's the energy that they give off as to why people come to the assumption that they like them or
Mm,
dislike them.
right. Yeah, they be going so hard. I feel like it's about.
Yeah, I think it's more so about how they carry
I
themselves.
just feel like it's about who they like or whatever. I be like, y'all don't even know this person. I just see him on camera for a couple minutes and y'all think y'all know him. Type shit. Hold up, put the camera back. Something. I want to see your whole face. Like, just, yeah, yeah. I ain't never understood that though. Like they be talking about they hate going in on celebrities or trying to cancel. I'm like, y'all don't know them though. So how what that mean? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know. I think sometimes that's immaturity as well. People just kind of flip flop. They don't know them that well, so it's easy for them to just kind of go back and forth, depending on what kind of music they putting out, what kind of what kind of footage they putting out on themselves. They easily can be
You
judgmental.
got some celebrities you don't like?
I don't necessarily not like people. I just can't deal with them in certain situations. Like I do like to watch podcasts, and a
Mm-hmm.
podcast can be kind of lengthy. So if I'm not too interested in, what you have to say or your character in itself, then I'm not going to want to watch it for like an hour or 2 hours. Like a 30-minute little soap opera, that's
Mm-hmm.
probably fine, but not like an hour, 2 hour
Yeah,
movie
I
or
think
something like that.
podcast is really taking over her now and everything. You feel like women use their youth, their beauty, and they sex like for power to get what they want.
Yeah, I do feel like some women do. Some women do take advantage and use it,
Fast.
I
Right, right.
guess,
You
in
ever
a
did that
certain way.
before?
Not really. I don't come into situations with the intentions on like getting anything
Mm.
from nobody.
Right, right. Okay, okay.
But I do expect you to be on a certain level to do certain
Mm.
things for yourself.
Mm-hmm. You know what I realized? The brokest women in the room be saying they independent though. I'm starting to realize that as I get older.
But I don't know. I mean, some women may
No,
be
I'm just talking about the
broke.
ones who like scream independent on social media or whatever. They be on social media screaming.
I think they're just going along. They're going along with the regular, like the clout. They're going along with the clout. Everybody is trying to portray to be something that they're not, or they want to be something more,
Sorry, because
especially on social
I had
media.
tweeted
So,
somewhere. I said, "Why do girls look up the city girl?" And somebody had replied and said, because that's the lifestyle they want to live. I said, "Holy shit, y'all, this is pathetic right here, bro. This is awful."
I think a lot of people do want to live their lifestyle, but I think it's more so about the glitz and glam, like being rich, more so than anything else. People gonna take their money and buy whatever they like with it. They might not want to dress like the city girls or whatever, like, but they just want
I
to
just feel
have the
like the
luxury that
problem
they
is in the
have.
black community, women can't take serious with it. The problem is in the black community, women are taking that shit serious and taking that shit to heart. Like it's the Bible, like it's the pastor or somebody telling them this shit. Like they are really living that shit, living their life, being carbon copies of this, and listening to this shit as his word is gold. Like these women are rich though, so they lifestyle is totally different from y'all. They're rich as fuck. Y'all can't live like them and move how they move. You know what I'm saying? So that's the discrepancy between the two.
Well, I think when everybody get the understanding that it's just an image, like everybody, these artists and these celebrities, they have
Yeah,
images. They
we know
like
that.
two different
We know
people
that. But I'm
almost.
saying the problem is people are
So,
believing this and taking it serious.
oh yeah, you're right. They are
But why are you
believing
saying
it.
that in
They
the black
don't have
community
that
people can't
understanding
separate
yet.
reality from entertainment?
I just think that black people are blinded. We was blinded in a lot of ways, and
Mm.
we don't have the education to kind of like know what comes with television and
Yeah,
entertainment and all that
yeah.
stuff.
I feel like entertainment it really like fuck shit up a lot though. Like people taking this shit way too serious. And what entertainers say though. And the sad part about it is entertainers don't live this lifestyle. They're rich though. They got husbands and you know what I'm saying. These rappers got girlfriends and wives secretly. And some of these people are secretly married, but they don't want to do that because of the lifestyle or the image they're portraying. And people are really taking that shit to heart.
Well, I mean, all of that is has a lot to do with keeping the rich rich and keeping the poor poor. Because if everybody had a great level of education or everybody knew the truth, then we would kind of like all be on the same level. It wouldn't be a big
Facts,
gap
facts,
between
facts.
rich and
But
poor.
I feel like if black folk knew how much family every other race know what family means except the black community. Like every other race know they need their family except the black.
Well, I think that you're right to a certain extent. Everybody else do know that they need their family, but everybody else have like other agendas too. Meaning that like a lot of people who are here, who come here, they're not from here, so they have an agenda to like accomplish things in a certain manner. But people who've been here for ever, hundreds of years, just kind of seem to be complacent or okay with their surroundings. They don't have like an alternative agenda to get out of a certain situation because a lot of them don't even know the
What? What?
situation that they're in. So it's kind of hard to be like, well, let me plan to get out of this situation when they just kind of in the situation, not knowing they're in
Hold
the
it. I'm kind of off key
situation.
on it. You got me going off, but my thing, well, basically, I'm going to go to this right here. Why in the black community right now that there's a surge of single mothers instead of marriage?
I think it
What do you
has a
mean
lot to
both?
do
What do you
with
mean
both.
both?
Um, The man and the woman, the man and the woman, the
Well, what
black
you
man
mean?
and the
Well, I
woman.
mean, I'm talking about the women because the women choose their baby fathers, though. I just feel like more women now would rather be a baby mother than a wife, though, is what I'm saying.
I don't think so. I just think that a lot of men don't want like the responsibility of taking care of a family because, like a woman being in a marriage, we don't have to walk in it with the assumption that we have to carry everybody. The man does, and he's expected to carry his family, and I think that that's just a lot of
I
responsibility for most
disagree. I
men. They
just feel
see
like
it as a
there's
lot.
more men ready for marriage than the women. I just feel like a lot of these women or have the mindset like they're in junior high school, like they're in middle school. In high school, they're grown women, grown ass women, 21 and up. You got even women in their 30s got a mindset like they're in middle school type shit. I'm like, what the hell?
Well, see, I don't
No, I'm
really
not talking.
deal with
Put
a
the camera
lot of
back on
new
you. The camera
women.
back on you.
I try, I try to deal with,
But listen,
women
you gotta get
on a
out the
big
individual. I'm
scale,
talking about the
but
majority of the black community, what you see on Facebook, on social media, they're not promoting marriage. They're promoting baby mothers and shit. Single parent homes.
I think that they promoting whatever situation that they in. But you're right, like some of them are going in on the independent side, but it's kind of hard to blame a person for deciding to be independent or taking care of themselves
But
if
I don't
all they
understand
got
every
is
other
themselves.
community
Like, I
need
don't
a
know.
man. They know they need a man, except the black community. For some reason, they're trying to go away from the standing household, having a mom, a dad, and raising the children together. That's why we got all these broken homes.
I think most women do want their families. Most of the women that
That'd be
I talk
individualism, though.
to, they
That's
do want their
individualism, though.
families, but
And if that's the case, though, then why are these women are not? If these women are so in love, why they not marrying their baby fathers, though?
because most women aren't propose not to propose.
Well, why would you? But
Typically
why
the
would
man
you?
proposes.
But
So
listen,
is it
they should
is
care
it the
before they
case
marry,
that
though.
are you saying that, but what I'm saying is if the man is the one who's supposed to propose, is this a situation of men proposing to women and women are on these videos telling these men
Well,
no,
I
or
just
is there
think,
no
why are you
proposals
caring before
happening?
you marry? Why are you giving this man one of the best gifts ever in the world that he's created? Giving birth, and you having this kid, but you won't marry the man. That doesn't make no goddamn sense to me, though.
I think what happens is the baby is brought into the world due to both of them making a mistake. And whether they get married or
But
not, that's more so in the guy's
no, it
hand
ain't.
because he has to propose to that woman
But no, it's not.
that has
The woman
that
ain't
has
had to
had
have.
that baby
You
for
moving
him.
around too much. Like stay still, keep the camera still. But the problem is, why are they having this man baby before marriage, though? That's what's the point. Regardless of the fact, these women are still fucking. But women choose their baby daddy. The men don't choose to be fathers. Because if she want to keep it or not, that's up to her. It's her body, her choice. But
Well,
is it
not
her body, her
anymore.
choice and
Not
all that?
anymore.
So the men don't have choice to say so whether to be a father or not. But the women do.
Well, I mean, if the question is
And
why
that's
are
not the question
girls
that we
having
going on
sex
about.
at a young
It's
age or
about the
something like
fact that
that,
I think what the matter is, why aren't they marrying their baby father, though? They're having kids by this man, multiple kids, or they have children with this man.
they probably most of the women who have babies by men typically still want to be with that
No,
man.
no,
So the
no,
question is,
no,
why
no,
is the
no.
man
That's
not
bullshit.
marrying the
That's
women?
bullshit. If she, the reason why there's a reason why there's a lot of single mothers because they ain't no damn good for the first part. That's why they're single mothers right there.
Okay, so that's why the guys aren't proposing
They
because
probably
women aren't
wasn't.
any
They
good.
probably didn't
Okay.
want to have the baby in the first place, but she decided to have that baby to keep that man close. See, a lot of women use babies as pawns. I'm realizing. But if that's the case, women want to be with their baby daddy. Why are they looking for stepfathers, though? A lot of these women with kids are selfish. They don't even want to date men with kids, but they want a man to come in and raise their kids, which is utterly ridiculous, though. I don't agree.
No, there are a lot of
But
men raising kids, but that's out of the kindness of their hearts because
how do you
that
feel about
child
women
probably don't have
who
his
saying
biological
they got
father.
kids, but they don't want to date men with kids?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe those like they're a little selfish. Maybe they just kind of
Yeah,
want all for
I
them
feel
and
like
their
women like that
kids.
just need to die. They just need to be wiped off the face of the earth type shit. Though. You got kids? Are you like? Do you have that mindset?
Yeah,
Do you have that mindset?
I got two kids. No, because the difference, well, with me, I grind hard, you know. I'm always hustling. I started a business. So therefore, I'm not really trying to sit around and twirl my
Dang,
thumb
I'm
and wait
glad
on
you
somebody to
got
do
your,
something
you
for
got to
me
think
and my
about
kids.
kids.
That's fine with me. That's not what you asked me. They men, if a man don't have kids, that's fine with me. If they got kids, even better, because I
That's
don't want to
fucked up.
have no
You
more.
don't want. So if you meet another man, you won't even want to give him a child. Wow. Mm,
I don't know. It depends
mm.
how he feeling about it.
I don't even know about that. Are they about the same man? Well, at least you got two options to see who you
No,
marry. You had two options
two
to marry
different men.
somebody. You had the first one and the second one.
Well, the first one proposed,
And
and
you
I
told him
didn't
no.
go for it. So
But you had this baby.
yeah,
Wow. This is sad.
I did.
Yep, this is the black community right here. I see why we are laughing stock right now. This is terrible. Damn. But let me ask you this though. You think you would ever get proposed to again? What's your oldest?
Probably
Your youngest?
13,
Mm, mm.
10.
Yeah, I was gonna say something, but I can keep that to myself. You feel like you can find a man who can satisfy you like just spiritually, sexually, and financially, just that one man?
Yeah, that's why
Mm,
I'm just waiting on that one man. And if not, then
mm. You got a son,
that's
you got a
life.
daughter, you got two kids, a son, a daughter.
I have both. I have a
Yeah,
girl and a boy.
probably most likely you like you like animals, like pets. I think a lot of
Not
women
too
would.
much.
There's gonna be a lot of women dying alone. That's the sad part about it is though, y'all don't understand how there's gonna be a lot of old women dying by themselves, bro. 'Cause I go to the hospital often because I do work out there sometimes, and I see a lot of women at the hospital by themselves with no man, by themselves, lonely. I wonder when the reality is really gonna kick in. When black folks really gonna start taking relationships serious, though, marriage serious, I should say, because they have a lot of relations, but I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I think no, you're right about that. It is something that we got to figure out, but I think ultimately once we kind of just start just listening to one another and not like saying or pointing fingers back and forth, then it'll be a time where we
So
can
you
figure
do you
that
want to be
out.
married?
I don't want the typical marriage. Like it don't necessarily have to be like through the state and all of that crazy stuff. Long as we have what we done, we make an agreement.
Right, right, right. And so that I want to go back. So the guy who proposed you, is he married? Mm. Well, we know who the problem was.
Yes. he wanted to be married. He wanted to be married.
Damn. Mm. You say you have a son, right? Don't you feel like sons should be with their father at a certain age, though? Let the father raise the child instead of the mother at a certain age?
The fathers have all will to be a part and do what they will. In most situations, mothers are their custodial parent, especially if it's a case where they're not together. But nowadays, more men are becoming
No, I'm
more
saying full
custodial
time. Do you
parents,
feel
so
like
it's hard to
sometimes like the
say.
boys should stay with their dad full time and come back and see that the mother, the father full time at a certain age? Because I feel like the man can teach her how to raise a man better than a woman can.
I think that the child needs both parents, but only if both parents can maintain like a safe environment and a healthy environment for the child
So
together.
I just want to know this too. Though. Like when y'all get old, dude, I don't know. I know y'all think y'all ain't gonna be old one day when y'all get 65, but there's gonna be a lot of old women homeless though because if you don't got enough money to retire. I just want to know how y'all gonna make it. How y'all gonna make it though without a man in y'all future though. A lot of y'all gonna be depending on y'all kids though. A lot of y'all gonna be living with y'all kids though. A lot of single mothers with kids, y'all gonna be living with y'all kids. Y'all kids gonna be taking.
I can't say where anybody else is gonna be living. I'm probably gonna be pretty much fine because
Right now, because
I'm
you're healthy
fine
though.
now,
Right now, because you're healthy,
and
you young.
well,
Yeah, but those people,
everybody loses their health, men
married,
and women.
they saved up for the future and saved up, and they prepared.
That's not always true. Because I know a lot of women in relationships right now that are carrying the man.
What I'm saying is, most single mothers. I ain't talking. I don't know your financial situation. I'm just saying, go ahead and statistics are living below poverty level. They are barely making ends meet. Like I think it said it costs 250,000 a year to raise one child from 0 to 18, from the baby to 18 years old, over $250,000 right there. So I ain't talking about you, but I'm just saying in general for everybody because I'm putting this on YouTube. That's just something to think about. That's just food for thought right there. Like y'all gotta ask yourself that question. But I mean, hey, I mean, mm,
I mean, I don't know what, I mean, like I told you before, once guys stop pointing the finger at women and black
mm,
women stop pointing the finger at black men
mm.
and we just have like a conversation, because sitting here saying like the statistics of where you think black women is going to be at 10 years from now, 5 years from now, you got to do those same
Well, men usually
statistics
die
for the
quicker than
men.
women anyways, though. So that's another thing. Women usually outlive men and that though. No, not
Well, we're going to be
necessarily
by
though. Cause
ourselves
y'all be
anyway.
all right.
So, I mean,
Wait.
we might be
But
there
wait
with
though,
like
usually
his
women,
retirement plan or
widows,
something.
married women are good financially because their husband left them. They had their husband retirement money or pension money or whatever, so they good. They ain't gotta work unless they want to.
The only thing we can do as black men or black women is when you find the person that you can live with that's going to make you happy, that you're not stressed out waiting on that pension or waiting on that retirement, then it'll be good when we can get to that point. Like you can't worry about that. Only thing you can do is kind of like live your life, follow your own dreams and your goals until you meet the person that's going to help build you up from where you are.
But,
You can't be with
but
somebody
listen
that's
though,
gonna bring you
but listen
down
though,
just because you're waiting on a
that sounds good
retirement
and
check.
all, but women better start. There's gonna be a lot of women dying alone though. It's sad though, bro. But hey, I mean, hey, y'all like,
I mean, but you already said
yeah,
they
that is
dying
true.
alone because
Well,
black
right,
men
but
die
I'm saying
quicker
that a
than
lot of
women.
women gonna die
So,
alone.
so what are you
Wait,
talking about? Are we to be chasing
listen though.
listen, or
A lot of
money
women
here?
gonna die alone
What are
and
we
broke. That's
chasing?
too bad damn thing. Alone and broke, that's bad, bad.
Black, it's a lot of people that's gonna
No, no,
die
no, no,
broke, whether
no.
they
Not like
black
black women.
woman,
Not
man.
like black women. Not like black women. Black
What are you
women is the
talking
most
about?
poorest women on earth.
Well, then that's something that the black man needs to try to take hold of and figure out
I
if they
mean,
want to
look
take
at
care of the
it. You
black
know,
woman or
you
not.
got to start by. I hate to say we got to start with the women though, because they got to start having kids outside of wedlock with these co-called fuck boys or whatever the case may be that y'all choose or y'all adore or whatever instead of, huh?
So you not a fuck boy.
This ain't about me right now though.
So
Listen,
you
wait,
not
wait,
a
wait, wait.
fuck
That's a
boy.
shaming tactic right there. That is a shaming tactic. Women are having children. That's a shame. You talking about in my football. This
What do
ain't
you
got nothing to do
mean? What
with
are you
me.
talking?
I'm just talking to
No,
I'm
but
just
you
saying
talking
women
to
in
me and you
general.
keep
Women are
saying
having
y'all,
children by
but
these
then
fuck boys, so they say. But they having their babies with them. But they ain't good enough to be with them. That's very no, I ain't talking about you. I'm just
well,
saying
I
in
didn't
general.
have kids by fuck
But
boys. They're
I
pretty
just look
decent
at it like,
people.
you know, that
It is, but you got to realize that it's situations where people having kids by decent people, but they just not meant for each other. Like if y'all been dating in high school and y'all you didn't really know yourself, or that person went through something in their life very tragically, people change. You're not the same person that you was today from the to tomorrow. So you have to be with who's gonna be beneficial to your mental health and your physical well-being.
but
Like
listen
you,
though,
it
listen.
can't all be
You
about
right, they can't
money.
be about money. That's why we need to stay together though. If everybody stay together, the people will stay together. If the household will raise the children like they're supposed to be, and you know, this feminine movement took over and all that. But you know, but I got one more before I let you go though. But do you feel like there's love in the club? Yeah, because I see a lot of. I don't
Is
go to
it
clubs
love
in
in the
person, but
club?
from what I see online and being on the internet, I ain't outside like that. Though I see a lot of women half naked dancing in the club, online in the club. So I don't know if you still club or not, but is there love out there though?
I like what you
But
just
that's a
said
song
though. I
about
gotta
us
use
too.
that love in the
That's a
club.
song about us
Okay, but
too.
anyway, that's another thing. No, I think that okay, you got people that just go out for no reason. I don't know, it's like a young phase, you it's forbidden, places that you can't go up until you're 21 or till you're 18. So you just feel like you have to experience it. Now, the people who do it night after night after night and ain't making no money behind it, I don't understand that because that ain't never been me. But as far as being a promoter and someone who's been promoting events, and when you walk out of the club with money in your pocket, that's a whole nother thing. Now that's love because you got people coming out spending their money patronizing with you, and they don't have to do that for whatever reason. But if you just out there just shaking a
When
tail
you got
feather every
women
single
twerking,
weekend, yeah,
taking
that's a
pics down,
problem.
spreading their ass cheek, that's the new trend. Women bending over, spreading their ass. That's the new pose, huh?
I don't do that stuff. It's funny when I see that stuff, but Lord, I mean, I
This
don't
is
know. That's
terrible.
the
Now
world
they're
we
not
live in
taking
today. It's
pics to
crazy.
show off their ass. That's another thing. They're taking pics to show off their ass at gas stations, at work, and they at work showing off their ass. And they bending it wide open in a dress, spreading their ass cheek. That's the new trend women doing, touching their toes. Like when I see women do this, though, I'm gonna be honest with you, I block them because I feel like they're dying of thirst. Though they really thirsty and full of attention and clout so bad that they are showing their innocence right now. They
Yeah,
are
yeah.
showing their asshole just to get some likes and views. This is what black women have got them degraded themselves to for likes and views on social media. This is fucked up though. But can you tell them though, like for the young, for the
Yeah,
you what? How old are you? And you 34. Can you tell the people who
34.
25 and under, 30 and under, whatever? They really. Can you tell them what the downside of going to the club? There's really nothing out there.
Yeah, like if it's not like I would say if it's not like a networking event where it's like for business owners and people to actually build from each other, then you should do it in moderation. Like I understand we've been in the shutdown and people have been very bored and secluded in their houses, but you got to do everything in moderation. That's everything in life. So yeah,
I just think it's just so
gotta take a
thirsty. It's
chill
so
pill
bad.
sometime.
Like it's terrible though, man. Like have you always? This gets us to follow up around here. Like have you ever been like thirsty for followers though and likes?
Not really. No, because I don't beg for attention. I'm not one of those. I'm not gonna like do too much out of the way for attention. It's just got to go with whatever I'm doing. I'm always working like in a chronological order. Everything is benefiting the next step, like a domino effect. So if I take a photo shoot, you best believe I got an event coming up where I need those photos. You know what I'm saying? And if there's a flyer out, then yeah, we're definitely going to be networking coming up. So it's not like I'm just taking pictures to take pictures or
It's
do
just so fucked
anything
up now.
for
Women are
nothing.
buying
It's all
likes
for a
and
purpose.
Instagram followers and shit. It's like y'all are really trying to.
Oh no, I'm not buying no lights. That's why if you look at my
And they're
page, they're
buying
very
followers and blue
organic and
tick. I'm like,
natural looking.
y'all really want to feel important, don't you? Y'all really, like y'all really want to feel thirsty for
Yeah.
attention and shit. Like this shit.
Yeah, I'm all for being like, I'm cool with being an influencer,
How you
but I'm all about my community. Like I don't
wait? You
get
say you're
I don't get the
wait? You
ones
say
who
you're an
want to
influencer.
influence
How? What are you
on it.
influencing?
No, what I said is I'm all for people being local influencers because you're actually working within your community. Now, I don't get when you want to like impact the whole world. I get that as an artist, a celebrity, or a business owner, but as an influencer, I feel like if you could just focus on your community, then that's where it's
Yeah,
at.
that's
Like
another thing.
build your
People are
community.
influencers down there. I just feel like social media got women monetizing their beauty, their looks, or whatever, just to make money, and they feel important. But I mean, you got these. I never even heard of some of these people on social media. I don't really be on it like that unless to post. But uh, I mean, at least I feel like if we're gonna use it, at least monetize and make money off it though. Um, yeah, it's
Yeah, that's why when when you hit me up, it was a no-brainer just to like, okay, I want to be a part of this because I can tell that you're local. You reaching out to people that look regular like you. You're not trying to jump the gun and pay $10,000. You working
I'm
within
definitely
your
not paying
community,
nobody.
and I'm for
I done
that.
had local
So
people try to charge me $50 to $80 for a 20-minute sit down. I'm definitely not doing that. Um, I guess that's it right there though, man. Appreciate you coming on though. Any questions before I let you go? Facts, facts. Hey,
no,
until
you
next
did your
time though.
thing.
You too.